welcome back to my channel and welcome to another mukbang. Oh my goodness, it's been so long since I filmed a mukbang. Kyle and I have 24 bottles of rosé wine that we just finished making. We made our own wine, so it took like a whole month for us to make this rosé wine, but now we just have so much. So we literally have a pitcher of wine in the fridge that I've just been chugging. No big deal. So yeah, welcome back guys. Today I'm very excited. I'm very excited to be sharing some Valentine's Day cupcakes with you guys and some turtles. I fucking love turtles. I love turtles. My heart. But I want to share a story with you guys about my worst Valentine's Day ever. It's a pretty horrific story. So grab yourself a glass of wine, grab a cupcake if you have one, maybe a snack, and enjoy. Yeah, let's get ready to cringe at my life. I'm gonna start with actually some turtles. I love turtles. Of course, drops it in the chocolate frosting. That's good. Also, I just bought these cupcakes from Walmart. They're not like fancy or anything, but also I apologize so much for not being like super on top of my YouTube lately. I feel like I'm getting murdered from all of the schoolwork. So very, very stressed out, and I have stuff filmed. I just don't have time to edit it. So bear with me guys. I have a week off next week, so hopefully I can get some stuff caught up. And yeah, I literally have like cheat days filmed. I just can't edit them because it takes so long, and I have so many assignments and midterms and clinicals, and it gives me a headache thinking about it. But anyway, forget all that right now. Let's get into this and share some cringe stories. I love turtles. Anything with caramel in it, like, I'm sold. So good. There's no way I'm eating all these cupcakes. Let's just go out and say that. And you guys know I don't like chocolate, so I bought these ones mostly for Kyle. I might try one, but he wanted the chocolate. I want the vanilla, so I bought both. But I'm not eating like 12 cupcakes, no way. But let's get into this. Text me. So this Valentine's was 2 years ago, and it was not with anybody romantic. I'm just gonna go ahead and say that. It was not a date, it was not somebody I was romantic with. Yeah. So it's not like gonna be a date story, it's gonna be like a horrible, horrible traumatic event. But it was on Valentine's Day. Yum. Oh, that's good. Wow, Walmart is doing some good work here. Wow, these are really good. I didn't realize Walmart bakery was like killing it. That's amazing. So anyway, 2 years ago, I believe I was dating multiple people at the time. I went through a phase on Bumble where I would go on like 2 or 3 dates a week with different people because I was like hardcore ready to find like my person. So I was literally meeting everybody that I was messaging on Bumble. And over Valentine's Day, I was dating like 2 or 3 guys, but I didn't like any of them enough to want to spend Valentine's Day with them. So instead, I decided to message one of my close friends who is a guy, and we've been friends for a while. I always have like such a good time with him, and we'd actually dated-ish, crazy times, but we were not relationship material, like there's no way. So I messaged him wanting to spend Valentine's Day with him so that I didn't have to spend Valentine's Day with any of these guys that I barely knew and didn't really like care enough about, you know? So he agreed that, yeah, it's been a while since we've seen each other. Sure, like let's spend the day together. It'll be fun. So it wasn't like a romantic thing. And he lives in a city that is about 2 hours away from me. And so he drove over on Valentine's Day, and I wanted it to be like still a really good time. So I got him a card that was like super hilarious. I wanted to go to one of my favorite restaurants with him, or take him to one of my favorite restaurants. So I ended up booking reservations for my favorite Thai restaurant in Hamilton, and it's more of a fancy Thai restaurant. It's not like, it's quite expensive, and it's very, very good. I booked the reservations for 6, and yeah, he came over, and my roommate at the time really wanted some marijuana. She had been having trouble sleeping. So she wanted to try marijuana and see if it would help with her anxiety and falling asleep at night. So we all hopped in the car together and went down to the Cannabis Store. Now, at this time in Canada, cannabis wasn't completely legal yet, but there were still shops that were open, and pretty sure they were illegal, but they were still like open anyway. And I don't know, I'm not like a big weed person, so I had no idea where to go, like if they were illegal or not. But we got to this place downtown that we found on Google Maps. The location it took us to, the shop was closed. So we were like, okay, like did they get found out and then just had to shut down? Like it was a weird time. So we got to this place, boarded up, and then this shady guy, like downtown where I live is super, super sketchy, and there's a lot of drug addicts and homelessness, so it's just a scary place sometimes if you're not like used to it. There was a guy that was like hanging around there, and he could tell like we didn't know that this place was closed, so he just told us like, oh yeah, it moved, it's now over here, and he was going there, so he was like, just follow me, and we're like, okay. So we followed him like 3 blocks down, took us to this place that had like no sign up. You couldn't see in the windows. There was no sign that said like what the business was. And you went in, and thinking back, like I'm pretty sure this place was completely illegal because they did not ID us, and it was cash only. So after the fact, I'm like, okay, I'm pretty sure that place was illegal. It's fine. So my friend was getting herself some edibles, some pills for her stuff, whatever she was getting. And then my guy friend that had came for Valentine's Day with me, we were talking and saying like, you know what? I'll bet our Thai food would be extremely good if we had like a little bit of weed before we went. And we basically decided like we need to get a little bit high so that our Thai food is extremely good when we eat it, and it's gonna be so much better and worth it and all this stuff, because like food is just so good when you're high. Maybe it's just me, I don't know. Okay, so this is the chocolate one. Looks like a chocolate cupcake. It's not bad. The icing is so light. I like when cakes and cupcakes don't have too sweet of icing. Especially like, look how thick that icing is. Like if it was sweet, I would not want to eat this. But this one almost tastes like Dream Whip. Like it's, I don't know, it's good. Not bad. So my guy friend and I, we decided to get some edibles as well. And we picked up, I think, 2 bags of like pretzels that were covered in cannabis oil. And I think we bought 2 weed cookies. I don't understand the strength of these things. I just don't know. So grabbed some pretzels, grabbed our stuff, and headed off. We dropped off my roommate at her boyfriend's house. Then my guy friend and I decided like we're gonna have some of our edibles on the way, because you never really know how long it takes for weed to like sink in. So me and him were like snacking on some of the pretzels that we had, and we split half of a cookie. It was a 20-minute drive, so I thought like perfect. By the time we get like seated and everything, it'll probably take like half an hour to sink in. Not a big deal. It's fine. By the time we got to the Thai restaurant, I was completely like high as, like so high out of my mind. I get so paranoid and so just paranoid. Like I get extremely paranoid and anxious when I'm like super high. So I was extremely paranoid. Didn't even want to go into the restaurant at that point because I'm like, oh my God, everyone's gonna know the second we walk in that we're high. Everyone's gonna know. But we were like, okay, we got these reservations. We really want some Thai food. Let's just get in. But my friend, apparently he didn't feel anything. So I was like, okay, like I'm good. Like I'm not having any more. He was saying like he wanted to split another cookie with me. And I was like, there's no way. There is no way I'm eating another half of a cookie. Like that first one completely already got me like way beyond the point where I need to get to. I don't know what he was saying, but he only wanted to have more if I was gonna have more, because he didn't want to get like high without me. I don't think he understood that I was already like really high and I didn't need any more, but I guess he wasn't feeling anything. Stupid Val went ahead and like had a bit more of the cookie. I don't think I had like a full half, but he did, and I had some. Then we went into the restaurant and immediately I was like, oh my God, like everyone looks so fancy. We just look like bums next to all these people. Like they're all here with their Valentine's date and I'm here with my friend high as fuck, ready to munch on some good Thai food. I was so embarrassed. My friend and I sat down and got some menus. The tables were like so close together. I think they fit more tables in than normally because they wanted to like pack more people into the restaurant. So I think they like shoved a lot more tables in the restaurant. And so we were like 2 feet away from the people sitting next to us, which was this cute old couple that were definitely like married like 60 years. They were so cute. And then there was us just like stoned. And I was so paranoid, so paranoid. You guys, it was a hot mess. Like, couldn't even look at the menu and like order because we just couldn't stop laughing at shit. And like, it was so embarrassing. We knew like there was no way we can drive home. No way. We're way too like fucked up. We were too high. Like we couldn't even sit and eat in the restaurant. We were way too high. So we decided we're just gonna order our food, and literally by the time we decided this, we had been there for like 30 minutes already. Like seated at the table for 30 minutes, and we'd finally decided like we can't stay here. We're making fools of ourselves. We need to order this to go, get an Uber back to my place, and enjoy the rest of our night there because we just can't do it here. So 30 minutes in, we're like, okay, let's take this to go. Let's get this show on the road. So we order our stuff. My friend goes to the bathroom and I'm sitting there like messaging him while he's in the bathroom, or maybe I still have the texts. It's probably not gonna make any sense. So he went to the bathroom and I messaged him saying, where are you? I don't feel good. And he said, I can sense two worlds, and right now I can feel pressure in my thigh if I control. And then he corrected thigh and brain. And I was like, that made no sense. Yep. And I said, we need to leave. As I was sitting there, obviously paranoid that everyone knew that we were high, my friend started playing with his keys. And I was just so freaking worried that people were gonna think that we were driving home when we both knew, like, we're taking an Uber home, we can't drive home. As he's playing with his keys, I was sitting there like yelling like, is the Uber coming? Oh my gosh, when's the Uber coming? Uber, Uber, Uber. Eventually our food came and we just fucking tailed it out of there. Like, there was no way we're staying. Ooh. And yeah, while we were waiting for our Uber, I couldn't even hold it. Like, I went beside the building that we just came out of and puked my guts out. I was hurling so bad. It was awful. Oh yeah. Yeah, our Uber came. I sat in the Uber and felt so sick. I had to like go to bed in the Uber. If I was awake and sitting up, like, I was gonna puke all over this guy's car. So I slept for the like 20-minute drive back to my house, and then immediately when we got out of the Uber, I immediately started like puking again. It was awful. There was nothing left to puke up, so it was like dry heaving. Sorry if that's really gross, but I was like dry heaving anything that was left in me. I'm getting to the worst part. Got in my place, went up to my room, and I pretty much just like went to bed. Couldn't do anything else. And the worst part, I was still hungry. I just like couldn't eat because I was gonna puke. My friend starts eating all the Thai food we ordered as I was like passed out, being like, what are you doing? So here I am wanting to eat this Thai food that I couldn't. He's eating it on my bedroom floor in front of me after I just puked up my guts. And yeah, it was the worst Valentine's Day of my life. The next morning, I had to work at like 6 a.m. I was just so mad. Like, all the Thai food was gone, which was like the main exciting part of my night. So I got no Thai food. It was just a disaster, guys. It was just a disaster. We still joke about it and stuff, so nothing like horrible on that sense where I didn't embarrass myself in front of a new person. It was in front of a friend that, yeah. That's my story. That is my worst Valentine's Day of my life. I'm not gonna eat any more cupcakes. I think 2 is enough. I haven't even had dinner yet, so I'm gonna actually like make a real dinner. I just can't eat cupcakes for dinner. That can't be my life. I'm an adult now. I have to make adult decisions. But thank you guys for watching. Let me know down below if you have a horrible Valentine's Day story. Just let me know. Or what you guys are doing for Valentine's Day this year. I would love to know if anyone's doing anything. Kyle and I have tickets for my friend's wine and music night. So my friend, my BFF, is a sommelier, which is a wine connoisseur, I guess. She is an expert on like wine tasting and wine pairing. It's so cool. Like, literally she'll smell wine like this. I smell alcohol. But she'll smell like actual real stuff that is important. And she can like look at the alcohol on the side of the wine glass and tell you like if it's a strong alcoholic wine or if it's like a light wine. Like, she's crazy. So anyway, Kyle and I are gonna do a night with her wine pairing and a music performance. It'll be really interesting. But other than that, like, we're literally just sitting at home, maybe watching a movie. Nothing interesting or extra. We're not very romantic anyway, so I'm not really like too bummed out. But thank you guys for watching. Comment down below and let me know if you have any Valentine's Day horror stories. I promise I will try to get caught up on stuff this week over my February break and get some more videos edited so that I don't leave you guys hanging with nothing anymore. Have a good night. Happy Valentine's Day. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you next time.